Like, I love our idea that we have the communion of saints, because you know what that means? That means there's people who have already died, the people who are important to you in your life. Those who've already gone on are still present, because we're Catholic. And we believe that when someone dies, they're not gone. They're in our memory, and they're in our presence, because that's what Jesus promised, that I will never leave you. So, our communion of saints, we have a whole history of disciples who've shown up, and stepped out. In the Old Testament, the great prophets of the Old Testament, Moses, Isaiah, Micah. And I like Micah because he's the one who uses that phrase, God challenges us to act justly, to love tenderly, to walk humbly. So I love what Micah was saying. But in the Gospels, those disciples, if you ever read the Gospel stories, the disciples, they're following Jesus, but they had an encounter with Jesus that was so real that they had to write it down and commit their life to it. Their encounter with Jesus said that there's a God who loves us enough to become flesh. God becomes flesh. Christianity is the only religion that believes that God becomes human, becomes us. What a tremendous act of love.